Rye is looking really good this morning, picking up height again. Yet it's probably close to 4 feet tall now, and we're starting to see some flowers in here. So she's coming along pretty nice, looks really good. Very little for disease or anything like that, so not much to do in here. Just wait for it to start to mature and turn her into some silage. Alright, here's another weed for you this week. We've got some red root pigweed that's starting to really make an appearance now. So easily identifiable by that purple on the underside of the leaf there. And looks somewhat like lamb's quarters, I guess. It's in the same kind of family, kind of that amaranth pigweed family. And fun fact about it, 100% edible. Throw it in the cooking pot and steam her up just like spinach. It's actually not bad. Here's some thistles that got hit with Infinity. This was, I'd say about 12 days ago now. And yeah, you can see looking pretty good. Tops are pretty much yellowed off, so we're probably going to get pretty good suppression in the top growth. Won't really kill them, but we can come back in and take care of them properly in the fall. Alright, I'm out in the middle of a cornfield, and I just called the producer to verify that nothing had been sprayed here. So what we're seeing here on this corn is wind damage. This is a very sandy, loose field. This was a potato field last year. And the corn has just gotten beaten hard by the wind and by the sand. So growing points are fine. There's new leaves emerging, so it shouldn't slow it down too much. It'll pick up in a couple days of nice weather, and you'll hardly even know this happened. Just checking on a wheat field that got sprayed with Prestige and Simplicity back on the 5th, so not that long ago. You can see the sow thistles are going limp. They're going down already. And the Canada thistle is not too terribly far behind. Volunteer lentils, of course, don't stand a chance against this stuff, so they're going to disappear in a couple days here. They're turning yellow already. So great products. I love these guys. Prestige is hard to beat if you got Canada thistle. Alright, here's some more stressed out barley. The rest of the field is irrigated and it's doing fine, but these dryland corners are really starting to suffer. So they're well into stem extension. And you can see the leaves are going limp and they're rolling up, and some of the lower leaves are turning yellow. So she's pretty much done if we don't get some rain here soon. Just going to show you the root structure of these safflowers here. They've got a really nice big taproot on them. If I can pull it out without it breaking. Yeah, there we go. Nice big taproot. Gets down deep and seeks for moisture. Yeah, beautiful plant really. Can't wait until these flower. Alright, I guess I should have used taller flags, but I can't see one of my plots in a winter wheat field anymore. But I guess if I can't see it, and there's no square, did the product work? Okay, I'm just checking some winter wheat for disease pressure here, and you can't see anything in the canopy when you're walking, but you pull them up, and you can see it's, you know, third leaf from the top. We've got quite a bit of tan spot septoria going on in here. So, hasn't headed out yet, and this is going to be a silage crop, so probably just going to do some acapella or something in here, something relatively cheap, and just enough to slow her down for a couple weeks really. Just checking one of my humic acid trials. This is right along the edge of a salty slough here, and this is fall rye. So I applied a 10 by 10 area of humic acid back in spring when this was just getting going again here. As far into the slough as there was crop was alive was where I sprayed. And this is what it's looking like right now. On the left we have the humic acid area, and on the right is the control. And you can see we've got one plant from each side. We've got 4 stems on the humic acid, 3 on the control. And you can see the whole thing looks a little thicker and healthier. And we've got much bigger heads here compared to here. So at first glance, it didn't look like there was really much of a difference, but you start pulling up plants and taking a look, and yeah, there is a difference. There's one of the flags right there. So just to the right is the humic acid here. So pretty interesting. Last couple days I've been called out to take a look at a lot of pea fields that have been a little bit of a yellow appearance, and you can see that in this field here. And this was sprayed almost 3 weeks ago with Viper. And I'm seeing this in a lot of fields. I got called out to a field last night too, and there's a few around like this. And when you dig up the plants, nodulation is good. You know, everything is pretty good here. So this is, you know, you can see nice healthy pink nodules there. So that's not a problem. There's no sign of root disease. There's no lesions or cankers on the stems. There's little to no leaf disease. Everything's overall looking really good, other than this overall kind of lime green appearance to the field. And this is just because of temperature. We've been having a hard time metabolizing the group 2 in the Viper. So there's not much we can do about it other than wait for rain to kind of help things along. I mean, we haven't had rain here for 3 weeks now. Other than that, you can try applying foliar phosphate and potash with a product such as ATP Relief Canola at the 2-liter rate. That's got some transit in it as well, and that will help to mitigate stress and should help knock the yellow out of it here and get it back to a nice healthy green and get her kick-started and growing again. But that's also going to depend on if we get the rain. Okay, here's the closest thing I've seen to a line in the field yet with a humic acid trial. This was sprayed on freshly seeded wheat back in the spring in kind of a low swampy area that's full of like horsetail and stuff. So it got off to kind of a little bit of a slow start, but you can actually see at the end here the difference in crop health. After the humic acid, the crop gets a little more yellow and is a little more stressed in this area here, whereas where I'd sprayed humic acid, it's a nicer darker green. So very interesting. We'll have to see how this looks as it gets older and it starts to head. Maybe we'll see a dramatic difference. Looks like we got a wall of thunderstorms moving in. This is Thursday afternoon, so we'll keep an eye on it. Hopefully we get some rain out of this and not hail, but we certainly need the rain. Looks like I spoke too soon. It's starting to hail. Nothing big yet, but there is some little ones. I'm in the winter wheat trial right now and it's not looking so hot. There's quite a lot of disease in here. We've got tan spot and septoria affecting the leaves. Some of it coming up onto the flag leaf now, just starting. And of course the drought conditions here. We haven't had rain in 3+ weeks and we're 30 degrees Celsius, so things are just burning up and drying down. We haven't had really any meaningful height increase here since I was here last. So unfortunately it doesn't look very good for the plots, but that's the risk of dryland farming in southern Alberta. We've all seen it happen. Hey Eric, how do the peas look? Good. Yeah, good, just good? Are you sure about that? Are they nodulating nicely? Yeah? What are you excited about in this field?
Go fishing.
You want to go fishing because we're right beside Keyhole Lake, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go fishing.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.